G'day and welcome to another video. In today's lesson we're going to learn how to make this easy dishcloth. You could use it as a hot pad. It is double layered, so it's got double thickness. You could also use it in the bath or in the shower. I have made mine using cotton. I do recommend cotton if you're going to be using it for heat, and also if you're using it in the shower or the bath. It is a lot softer than acrylic. There is a free written pattern for this video tutorial. And if you don't know how to read a pattern, I would suggest printing it out or getting it up on a device and following along with the video. And it is a great way to learn how to read a pattern. I will put the link that you need for that one in the description box. So let's get started on the lesson. For our supplies, we're going to need a yarn needle with a large eye, a pair of scissors, a crochet hook to go with the yarn that you're using. If you're going to use a 8-ply or a DK yarn, I would suggest a 3.5mm. You want something that's going to give you a little bit of tight tension. If you're going to be using a worsted weight or a 10-ply yarn, I would suggest a 4.5mm or a 5mm. I also recommend cotton for this project, because if you're going to be touching hot things, if you use an acrylic yarn, it's going to melt. So I would suggest using a cotton yarn. Today I have some sugar and cream. It's a 10-ply yarn. I ordered it from America. It's a 400 gram, 14 ounce. You're really not going to need all this. You're probably not even going to need 100 grams for this project. This is great for using up any scraps that you have. Oh, and the colour, sorry guys, the colour is tangerine. It's a really pretty colour actually. Not usually my colours, but yeah, I really like it. I can imagine a summer top or something in this. It's very pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a slip knot. You could do a foundation single crochet for this project, or you can use a chain and then single crochet back across, and that's what I'm going to be using in the video, because that's the method that a lot of people know how to do. But if you would like to do the foundation single crochet, then by all means go ahead and do that one. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And to start off, I would suggest 30 stitches across the bottom. So if you're going to use a chain method, you're going to need 31 chains. If you're going to do the foundation single crochet, then you only need to do 30 foundation single crochets. So this is the worsted weight yarn, so this is the thicker yarn. If you're going to be using 8-ply or DK, then I would suggest using probably 40 or 45 stitches. It doesn't really matter how many you use, and the width of your chain or your foundation single crochet is going to be how square your project is going to work out. So go ahead and do your chains or your foundation single crochets. I'm going to do 31. I have 31 chains, and I'm just going to measure it just in case you're wondering how long it is. So not stretched out, it is approximately 23 centimeters or 9 inches, just in case you're wondering on that. It will change slightly in size when you crochet into the chain, but it won't change too dramatically. Ugh, that was a mouthful. So into the second chain from the hook, we're not going to count this one. We're not going to count the one on our crochet hook. So this one is our first, and then this one is our second. We're going to work a single crochet, and we're going to single crochet into every chain across. So pause the video and we're going to work across, and I'll meet you at the end. Once you've worked your way across, you'll have it looking like this, and it will curl or go, you know, it won't lay flat. It's going to curl. It's just what it does, and it's perfectly normal, so don't worry if it's gone all curly. So this is the foundation for our hot pad, and if you did the chain method or if you did the foundation single crochet, it's going to look pretty much the same. And this is what we're going to work around. And looking at our work, we're going to find our last single crochet, and we're going to work into the side of the single crochet, and there'll sort of be this hole. I'm going to go into there. Sorry, first of all we're going to chain one, sorry, and then into that space on the end we're going to work a single crochet, chain one, a single crochet in the same space, chain one, and then a single crochet, try not to split your yarn, single crochet and a chain one. And the chain one spaces is where we are going to be working on the next round. And that's what forms the pattern. Now we're going to work down the other side of our work here. So this is the other side of the chain that we haven't worked, or the other side of your foundation single crochet. So into the first chain on the other side of our work, we're going to do single crochet, chain one. We're going to skip a chain. Into the next one we're going to do single crochet, chain one, and we're going to repeat this all the way across. So skip one, into the next one, work a single crochet, chain one, skip one, into the next one. If you can't see where the chains are, you'll see the stitch on the other side is coming out of it. So skip one and see how there's a stitch coming out there. You're going to put your crochet hook in there, single crochet and chain one. I'm just going to zoom it in a little bit just in case you can't see it properly. So skip one, into the next one, single crochet, chain one, skip one, into the next one. It's easy to see because you've got your stitch coming out, so there's one and the next one's there. I'm going to repeat this all the way across. When we get to the ends, we're going to end on a chain one. Into the end stitch, what we're going to do is, because it's the turning chain from the previous row, yours might look different if you've got a foundation single crochet, but what we're going to do is we're going to just work into the end here, and we're going to do single crochet. So I've done a chain one there, so single crochet, chain one, single crochet, chain one, single crochet, chain one. So it's 3 single crochet and chain one into the end stitch. Now what we're going to do is work along this side of the foundation chain, foundation single crochet row, and we're going to skip one and single crochet in the next. So skip, single crochet in the next, chain one, skip one, single crochet in the next, chain one, skip one, single crochet in the next. Repeat this across until we get to the other end. When we get to the end, I've done a chain one here, and we're not going to join our rounds. We're going to work in a spiral so that we don't have any visible seams. So you're going to find the very first chain one space, which is there. I think that's the chain 1 space. It's a bit hard to see because it's all kind of squashed up. And you're going to single crochet, chain 1. Into the chain 1 spaces now, we are going to do single crochet, chain 1. So our next chain 1 space is here. The single crochet, chain 1. There's our chain 1 space. We're going to repeat this all the way around. Once you've done a couple, it'll start standing out and you'll see where you've got to go. But at first it does look a little bit confusing, because you'll see the single crochet stitch, which is here with the 2 little legs, and then the next space is our chain 1 space. Chain 1. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. And now, because we didn't join our very first round of our chain 1 single crochet, there's no seam, so there's nowhere to join. So we continue on just crocheting around and around and around and around. Gradually it'll start to form this pouch shape. Just need to zoom out a bit. It'll start to form this pouch shape because the sides of our work will start to get taller. And I'm going to go and crochet some rounds, and then I'm going to come back and show you what we've got. And then I can show you how long we need to crochet for. Because we do this cool little trick with these ones. And that's how it becomes our hot pad. But yeah. So I'm going to go off camera and crochet some more. So pause the video, and in the next video clip you will see lots more rounds done. After we've done a few rounds, how many rounds have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I've done 19. It doesn't matter how many you do, but what you need to do is make as many rounds so that when you fold it, so you've got it with the first edge down the bottom, and then you're going to fold it. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit, and you're going to fold the edges here and just fold them in like that. If you haven't done enough, the sides here will not touch. If you've done too many, they're going to overlap. And before, I'd done about 4 rounds too many. Because I folded it in half and it didn't look right. I was like, what's wrong with this? So I had to pull some out. But that's okay. All good. And what we're going to do is we're going to finish. So at the moment that looks like it's finished in the right spot. But when you open it back up, it's actually finished halfway across. So you're just going to have to figure out where you need to stop. Once you fold it down, we have our heat pad. But now we just need to close up the gaps. There isn't a yarn tail in there, but I'm not even going to sew it in because it's going to be trapped on the inside. So you're going to fold that down and make sure your stitch is right on the corner here. And then you could sew it up, and if you're going to sew it up, you just need twice as much yarn as it is long, so you just need to double it over and then cut your yarn off. But I was just messing around with the little joining before, and I thought this looked alright, so we can do it this way too. So we've got our single crochet, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go back, we're going to take this off our crochet hook and go back here and find the previous chain 1 stitch. So that's a single crochet, and the chain 1 stitch is just before that. And you're going to put this loop back on your crochet hook and pull through. Now we're going to come over this side. This does get easier because gradually it closes up and it's easier to see where to go. So we're going to go on the left hand side of the single crochet here, and we're going to single crochet into the next chain 1 space. So there's my single crochet, my chain 1 space is there. So you're going to single crochet, chain 1. take the loop off, and then find the next available chain 1 space. So you can see this coming out of here, we've already joined in there. So we're going to find this chain 1 space and put it back on our hook and pull through. And you can see that that's joined just here and here. So then this bit will start to just sit together. So down on the bottom side, we're going to find the next available chain 1 space and single crochet into that. Chain 1. Going up on this edge, find the next available chain 1 space. And you can see that it's joined here. See how that's joined there? And the next available one is there. So put your loop back on your crochet hook and pull through. Down here you're going to find, and don't pull the chains and everything too tight, but down here we're going to find the next available chain 1 space. Do a single crochet, chain 1, take our loop off our crochet hook. Up here we're going to find the next available chain 1 space, and you'll get into a rhythm, and as we go across it, well, now it's already looking easier. That just didn't make any sense. It's easier to find where the next available chain 1 space is. Chain 1, loop off the crochet hook. So you can see it's joined here. See how that's attached? So it's single crochet is there, chain 1 space is the next one along. Single crochet down into this one, do a chain 1, up the top one, find your next available chain 1 space. And I'm going to repeat this across. And you'll see here that it's getting joined. It's looking very cool. So we're going to repeat this all the way across until we get to the other end. And just at the end here, I've just got a little tiny hole, and it's going to be too hard to like single crochet because you've got to go in that direction, but I can't really get my hook in that direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slip stitch it closed, and I'm going to come from the back side of it, grab that stitch. If you can get your crochet hook in that direction, then go for it, but I'm just going to slip stitch it closed. And now I'm going to chain 15. You can adjust this amount if you like, it's just for the loop to hang it up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 15. I'm going to have a look, see what it's like. Yep, I think that's plenty big enough. And I'm going to, where's my scissors? Here we go. Grab my scissors, cut off a piece of yarn, grab my yarn needle, just pull. You can either just pull it out or pull the end through the loop, it doesn't really matter how you do that. You might lose a chain, but it's really not going to matter. And into the end here, just at the base of where the chain started, we're just going to stitch this down. Basically we're just closing up the loop. Probably could have slip stitched that down into there as well, that would have worked really well, but it doesn't matter. And then anywhere you can secure this off, we're going to do that. And then we can just sew our end. Sort of open it up if you can, so that you can just tuck this end in there. So I'm kind of pushing it into a hollow part, and I'm grabbing hold of the needle with my hand on there and pull that one. Just poke it out one end, and that should hide in the middle. There we go. And you may need to just give give it a bit of assistance to bring it into shape there. Oh, that looks so cool. And I do like that joining method. Love it. It feels really nice too. It's so squishy. When you say squishy, you have to go squishy. You can't just say squishy. Where it's going to be squishy. That feels so good. Hey, you could even use this in the shower. Don't worry about the kitchen. This is too pretty to use in the kitchen. You could definitely use that in the bathroom. That's definitely where mine's going. And look, it's got a hook, and I've actually got a hook in the shower, so perfect. Thanks guys, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoy this video. I do love the texture of that stitch. It's so pretty. Oh, does it look different on both sides? It does, the stitches go in different directions, so that's cool too. Well, there you go. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please share your creation on our Facebook page. Also tag me on Instagram. I'm also over on Patreon now, and if you can help support me over there, that would be fantastic. From as little as $1 a month, you can help keep my video tutorials and my written patterns and all the content that you get. You can help me keep that going. And until next time, happy crochet. Single crochet and chain 1. I'm going to just zoom it. Oh, my voice. Excuse me.